Hi, I'm Guillermo, Senior Video Producer for Chowhound. I think it's time to graduate from quarantine baking. Let's move on to homemade frozen desserts. I decided to put to the test a viral ice cream recipe that has been around for a couple of years that basically calls for 4 ingredients and a mason jar. So today I'm going to show you how to make the base, which is your run-of-the-mill vanilla ice cream, and then I'm going to make 2 different flavored ones. One that takes berries, balsamic, and pepper. And then I'm gonna make a classic, a mint chip. That's one of our favorite flavors here at home. This is a main star for this recipe, so make sure that you have a 16-ounce mason jar. The base of this is heavy cream, so it is not the most healthy thing in the world, but it incorporates a workout into the recipe. So, balance. So to start, 1 cup of heavy cream. 1.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Next up, we're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And the last thing we're gonna add is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so this is not where the fun begins. Depends on how you see it, right? This is very important. We have to tightly secure the lid. You don't wanna clean up that mess. We're gonna start shaking. Get ready. This is really up to your own strength and speed, right? This is not something that we can calculate as if it was a machine. There's no problem with stopping and checking how your mixture is looking during the process of shaking, just so you make sure that you have it at the right consistency. You don't want to leave this too liquidy because then it's never going to get close to ice cream texture. And you also don't want to over whip the cream inside of this. Do it for 3 to 5 minutes. Check it after a minute. Check it up 2 minutes. You will know this is ready to go into the freezer when the mixture has almost doubled in size. Yep. And it almost feels like a batter. You put your spoon in and it coats the spoon completely. I want to start experimenting a little bit with flavors. I'm gonna take our ice cream base that we just made. I had some leftover strawberries and blackberries and I roasted them in the oven with a little bit of olive oil and honey at 400 degrees. I'm gonna add this to my ice cream berry sauce. Balsamic vinegar, we're gonna do 1 tablespoon. Freshly ground pepper goes in, and we're gonna mix it all. Now very carefully, we're going to return this to the jar. I can already tell that this is gonna be really good. It's going in the freezer for at least 3 hours. Now we're gonna make a classic. So before shooting today, I made myself a mint cream. I took 1/2 cup of the heavy cream. I let it heat up on a saucepan. I added fresh mint leaves, and I let those guys steep covered in the saucepan for about 2 hours. Then I strained it, I threw away the leaves, and you just let it cool down. Then I had it covered in my fridge until I was ready to use it today. Instead of using a whole cup of the heavy cream to create the base, I'm gonna use 1/2 of this one and the mint one. Making sure this is really tight and closed. And now we're going for a second workout of the day. All right. Ta-da. We're at the perfect consistency there. All I'm gonna do with this guy is mix in some semi-sweet chocolate chips I have. You can also do some chocolate shavings. And like we did with the berry, we're putting everything back into the mason jar and then putting it into the freezer. While we have those freezing, I'm gonna show you how my original vanilla ice cream looks like. Look how good that looks. This is the base for the ice creams that we just made. It's like an object of love. On its own is delicious. I'm just gonna do a little improvised topping moment here. This is incredible.